And Mr. Medina, the other side is saying that the impact on the economy of these unskilled illegal immigrants is to keep wages low, retard mechanization, for instance, in agriculture, and slow down improvements in working conditions. That's the argument I hear here.
I don't think that's true. First of all, let me tell you, in our union, we have undocumented workers that have organized to be able to improve their wages and their working conditions. Nobody comes to America to be exploited, to be treated badly, to not have any health care. They come here for the American dream. So when they have the opportunity to organize into a union and to be able to improve their wages, they jump at the situation. And when that happens, all the conditions for all workers improve. So I don't think that's a question then of undocumented workers being responsible for lowering standards. Quite the contrary, they come and they work hard to improve them for everybody.
Professor Briggs?
When they come, they go into the labor market. That by their very presence, they affect both wages and employment opportunities. The highest unemployment rates in the United States today are for the lowest skilled persons. That unemployment rate today is over 9% right now. I mean, there's no shortage of unskilled workers in the United States.
There are a shortage of unskilled workers,
There's no shortage.
But the competition, there would be a wage effect if immigrants were competing with Americans. By and large, immigrants are not competing with American workers. They're what economists call complementary. Most of our workers are in the middle of the job ladder. Immigrants come at the bottom of the job ladder where we don't have very many people, and they come at the top of the job ladder, which we haven't been talking about, the scientists and the engineers. They come and they fill niches. They come and they fill niches that we don't have filled, and that makes the people in the middle more productive and raises the wages. For 90% of American workers, immigrants raise the wages because they make them more productive.
Mr. Krikorian, let's go to first Mr. Krikorian.
That's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
The Census Bureau divides up all the workforce into hundreds of separate job categories, and only 3 of those have an even bare majority of foreign-born workers in their tiny little job categories. All major job categories that illegal immigrants, or even immigrants in general, are in, are dominated on a national basis by native-born American workers. Now, that doesn't mean that valet parking in Tucson is not dominated by immigrants. I'm sure it is. But the point is, in a national sense, we have a national labor market. Every major job category is mainly filled by native-born workers. There is no such thing as our having some kind of strategic shortage of high school dropouts, which is what Tamar is asserting.
First of all, certainly not farm workers. Certainly not farm workers. That's not
not specific. Not those who pick.
Okay, but what you're leaving out is that half of all the economic growth in the past decade and a half was made possible because there were immigrants here who could do the work. It's very hard to grow. It's very hard to grow a business without workers. And our labor force the native-born labor force is not growing very much now. That's why immigrants didn't come and take half those jobs. We were at full employment, but we couldn't have grown if those workers hadn't been here to take the new jobs.